Um, because of a changing role also for the LSPs in the past years, you see that they have difficulties in maintaining their service level, and providing clients an independent view on things. So yeah, let's zoom in on this topic. Floris, what have you seen lately? What are the latest developments? What we see in the LSP landscape? What are your findings?
Well, it differs a bit. So LSPs obviously are doing more than just enterprise agreements. So they also potentially have a CSP environment running for their customers. So there's different items that you see here. Firstly, CSP, they want to heavily steer customers here because their margins that they can set there is what drives their business. On the EA front, they realize there's next to no money to be made. We see that many Microsoft customers are being very cautious with their LSPs because they feel they don't have an independent view on the matter and probably are calculating towards their own wallet, which makes it very difficult, I think, for the LSPs at the moment to maintain their quality and level of service. And rightfully so, because if you get cut left, right, and center, it's going to get increasingly difficult to run your business, your organization that has done so well in the past. And that is what we notice. So we see a lot of quality leaving these organizations, going to other industries, other endeavors, joining independent firms like ours, for instance. So they're left with people that aren't as experienced, need to onboard quite quickly, and this just falls short in the level of service that they can grant the Microsoft customers and the level
Yeah.
of service that they expect. That's what I've seen mainly happening. There's many examples that we can use. Maybe you want to shed some light on that.
Yeah, so what I've seen lately is that the LSPs are pushing clients to renew on time. Um, Getting back to our title of this session, three reasons not to renew your enterprise agreement in time. Well, one of them is pleasing your LSP, because by renewing on time, the LSP gets, of course, his kickback fee from Microsoft, and that has been changed in the last fiscal year of Microsoft. So therefore, your LSP is pushing you to renew on time, and even what I've seen in 70% of the cases, where the LSP falsely informed the client about the consequences of not renewing. Um, yeah, and therefore, often clients are feeling pushed to renew on time, where we say, well, of course, when you can renew on time, why not? But if there is a reason not to renew in time, you shouldn't feel pushed or stressed by the LSP and Microsoft to renew in time. If you read your contract well, um, and let's assume a client has a normal enterprise agreement without special amendments in it, you have the possibility to renew late. And of course, Microsoft is now stating there is a lot of consequences when you are not renewing in time. But yeah, you should consider it well, of course, before you renew late. But it shouldn't always be that you have to renew in time. It's not like you have to accept everything they ask. And that's something that is personally, it's annoying me that clients are misinformed by LSPs with regards to this topic. Um, yeah, and it's not that it's one LSP; it's something we see generally speaking, especially with the larger LSPs, where clients are misinformed, not being provided an independent view on things. And that's really something that's concerning, because Microsoft on one end is reducing the margins and the kickbacks for the LSPs. We even had very recently a PSP partner in the Netherlands addressing this, which I think is a very good case. So they actually said, well, we cannot sell the price increases we have been confronted with to our clients. And we have difficulties keeping up our margin because Microsoft is reducing the kickback fees on that. So I think that's a very good case in this specific case of this partner. So very good they addressed this. I'm very curious to learn what the follow-up will be from Microsoft perspective, because it's a quite substantial partner as well. Difficult topic, but again, my recommendation to your clients: always involve an independent party to validate what Microsoft is stating and what your partner is stating, because there has been a lot of miscommunication going on from that part.
What do you think the future holds for LSPs?
So we don't have a glass bowl, but
Magic 8 ball.
magic, yeah. But as I can just see as a former Microsoft employee, knowing how Microsoft generally views this kind of stuff, I think the enterprise agreement model will probably change in a few years. We already have seen new agreements taking place, and I think this is just a preparation for what's coming. I think the role of the LSP will be deleted from the Microsoft program in time. I don't think they like to hear that, but I think they will make a general partner program and not come with the exclusive LSP status to certain partners. And also, when you look at Microsoft partners, generally speaking, from all the Microsoft partners, the partner that added no added value at all is the LSP. We have seen CSP partners that are adding far more value to their clients than the LSP. The LSP is often stuck in a traditional model. Taking a look at all the big vendors, they were taken over by large companies, and they've obtained a dominant position in the world when it comes to the LSP status. So there are not too many small LSPs left in the world. But in that model, in that dinosaur model that's been existing for 30 years, and 30 years is a long time in the IT world, they have not been able to develop very rapidly. Of course, they have a very nice sales pitch, but when it comes to delivering Microsoft expertise, there is really no added value at all. So I think the role will just disappear in time. Microsoft will probably have one partner model. Microsoft will always be a partner company in my view, but they will probably make one approach for all, which I think is more fair, and it will give the chance to partners that can add more value in the end. We've seen the CSP partners added more value in more projects than the average LSP. That's a bit of my prediction, not based upon any facts, by the way.
Very well.
Okay, enough about complaints, but it's really something that we've seen in every case. So we wanted to address that, and good to switch to the next topic.